Are you looking for a seamless and scalable way to install applications on Apple devices? Welcome to the SOTI video series. My name is Richard, and in this video we'll walk through how to distribute iOS applications that are linked to Apple Business Manager and App Store license management through SOTI MobiControl. We've previously requested app licenses through Apple Business Manager, and we can see this information reflected in the global settings area of SOTI MobiControl. Now that this is done, we can move on to creating our app policies. So I'll click Cancel. I'll go to the hamburger menu of SOTI MobiControl and I'll navigate to the Policies area and select Apps. We'll then choose New App Policy, choose Apple, and in our case, we're selecting iOS. Now I'd make sure to give this a clearly identifiable name and then select the Apps tab. And when we select the Apps tab, there are three options to choose from: Enterprise, App Store, or Custom. If I start with Enterprise, this relates to an IPA file or an app file that can be uploaded directly to SOTI MobiControl. This is very beneficial for in-house developed iOS applications. Next is App Store. So this relates to public applications on Apple's App Store, such as the SOTI MobiControl agent and other applications that we requested earlier on Apple Business Manager. The third is a custom application. This also links to Apple Business Manager, but refers to a company app that has been uploaded to Apple Business Manager and is then made available to SOTI MobiControl, again through our binding to App Store license management. In this example, I'll select App Store and I'll also select the region. And now it's a case of just searching for the applications that we're looking to provision to the devices. The first that we had was the SOTI MobiControl agent. And I'll continue this process with the other two applications that I requested on Apple Business Manager. Now that we have our three applications referenced, we can then click the three dots to each of these to make some changes to, for example, change the installation settings so that there is a silent required installation and a few other settings as well. We'll start by doing this with the SOTI MobiControl agent. I'll click Configure, and the first tab will just give me general information in terms of the application that I can review. Next, installation options. So here I can toggle between either a suggested installation or mandatory. And in this case, I'm going to choose mandatory to allow a silent installation of this app on a supervised device. After this, we have a number of other options that we can select, including saying whether the app will be removed when the device is unenrolled from SOTI MobiControl, whether the user is going to be allowed to remove the app themselves, so manually delete or not, and whether the data backup is going to be allowed on iTunes and iCloud. Now, all of these can be selected or enabled in terms of your preference. The particular one, though, that we need to link to the App Store licenses is the one at the end, Enable Licensing. If we select this, we'll see that we then are able to link to our App Store license account. And if I select this, we can see in the list we have our binding that was set up in the global settings area of SOTI MobiControl. Once this is selected, we can see the number of licenses. In our case, with the SOTI MobiControl agent, there are 25 available on Apple Business Manager. That's what we selected, and we can see that reflected here. The last option I've got to choose is the assignment type. So we can either choose device-based, which refers to a company-owned supervised iOS device, or user-based. So this will be an employee-owned device, a bring-your-own-device enrolled device that uses a managed Apple ID linked to Apple Business Manager. In this demonstration, I've got a supervised device, so I'll be choosing the device-based option. Now I've got that set for the SOTI MobiControl agent. I'll repeat the process for the other applications as well. Once we've configured all of our applications, we can add this app policy, click Save and assign the applications to the devices and the device groups that we require. The device side experience is very fluid given that we selected a mandatory silent installation. We can see that the MobiControl agent is installed and the other two apps are in the process of installing as well. Final note, because these applications are tied to Apple Business Manager and we selected a silent mandatory installation, it is possible to have these installed without the device user having any access to the Apple App Store themselves, which is something that can be enabled in the Profiles area of SOTI MobiControl. Thank you for joining us in this video where we've deployed iOS applications linked to App Store license management through SOTI MobiControl. For further resources, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and for more information about the SOTI One platform, visit soti.net.